What is UI design? UI design is user interface. User interface is the visual part of a software application or a hardware device that determines how a user interacts with an application or a website and how information is displayed on the screen. User interface is the visual part of any software application or a hardware device through which user interact with the product. This is the another definition of UI design. User interface design is a combination of content like document, text, images, videos, etc. Forms elements like buttons, labels, text fields, checkboxes, drop-down list, graphic design, etc. and behavior. Together they all create a user interface through which a user interacts with any application or a hardware device is called a user interface. The goal of user interface design is to make the user interaction as simple and efficient as possible in terms of accomplishing user goals. When a user interacts with any product, the medium that is represented by a design is called our user interface. Let's understand with an example. Ramesh is a user and mobile is a product. Ramesh's task is to pick up a call. Ramesh has received a call on a phone. As if we are able to see that two icons are visible on the mobile screen, one in red and one in green, with which Ramesh can interact. Its user interface is very clean and very simple. This makes Ramesh understand that the call will be picked from the green icon and the red icon will be disconnected. As soon as Ramesh clicked on the green icon, he achieved his task very well. Inventor of User Interface. The first graphical user interface was developed at Xerox PARC in 1973 by Alan Kay, Larry Tesler, Dan Ingalls, and a number of other researchers. Earlier we used to do the command line user interface. At that time, we had to code a lot of lines to achieve any one task. But through the graphical user interface, we complete any task very easily. UI approach. Clear. Your design should be very clean and very clear so that there is no problem in using the user. Like example, Google. If you see the design of Google, then Google design is very clean and very clear. Google is using very few elements. In the same way, when you are designing something, then you also try that your design should also be very clear. Not too many elements. By using few elements, you can create a very good user interface design. If you are designing the screen of an app, then all the screen should be very clear so that the user can understand which elements to click and achieve any task. Consistent. Consistency is a very important in your design. Within the app, we have to design a lot of screen, so all its elements look the same. If you are using any button, any shape, any color, or any typography or any graphic, all the elements should be connected to each other. If you are using any button, then those buttons should be same width, height, and color should be used in the whole app. If you are using any icon, then the same type of icon you have to use it in all the screen so that your entire app looks similar, connected, so that the user feel that the whole app is the same. Intuitive. If your design is intuitive, then it will not take time for the user to understand your design. He will understand it very easily. Like example, you see the text here. If I see this text, I have to think a little. But as soon as there is a graphic here, I did not have to think much here. I understand on sight. So how intuitive is our design? And how quickly and how easily for a user to understand? Structured. We should create our design in a very organized and structured way. Whatever related items are connected to each other, your design should be clear. Keep consistency in your design so that the user can easily understand it. Like example, Myntra. If you do searching on Myntra through categories, then you will be able to search very easily. And Flipkart has structured its element in a very organized manner. Which elements is connected to other, we are able to understand very easily, by which user will be able to achieve any of his tasks very easily. Responsive. We also have to make our design responsive also, so that our design will look similar on the entire platform. The design that we have done for the website is the same as the design for our mobile and the same design for tablet also.